All right, guys. So today we are going to an influencer event where we will have the opportunity to talk to a lot of customers. And the way it goes is we are going to be using the mom test. I will be talking to customers, trying to get as much information about our business as I can. I will show interest in what they do, step one, and kind of get them going and listen. Try to extract as much data points and facts as I can. And once I do that, we will try to get a commitment out of them. That would be either time, reputation, or money. And we will see what happens.
Браковете, свързвайки се с хора от вашата академия, абсолютно винаги казват, свържете се с
We're going in now.
никога не поемат сами.
As you can see, there's panels and presentations and influencers everywhere. This is my spot. It's a bit crazy here, so we can't speak too loud, but we already have people who are interested. We had the opportunity to present the platform, talk about it, and we also have some influencers with us everywhere around, people being interested. These two are obviously influencers, but here, yeah, half influencers, half brands, and we get customers from all of them. So we'll see about that, and we'll see if we can interview somebody interesting later on. Okay, guys, we have an actual real customer interview. So this is Gabi.
Hello.
We will talk to her and try to get as much information about her career as an influencer, her monetization, and everything else that we find interesting. Okay, so hello, Gabi.
Hello. My name is Gabriela Velikova.
Gabriela, all right. You can follow her on Instagram and all the social profiles. So
with double L and double L on both names. Gabriela with double L and Velikova also with double L.
All right. So can you tell me how did you become an influencer? Where did you start? What was the first platform? Can you tell me a little bit more about the story?
Well, I started with Instagram and Facebook.
We just need to kind of fix the mic. Just not let it go away.
Okay, yeah. So, I started like 3 years ago or something like that, and I took part in a reality show. It's called The Bachelor in Bulgaria, the second season. After that, I was in a House of the Influencers, which is the online-based reality in YouTube. So basically, it started the career of the influencer from this, both of my participations. Before that, I was taking part as well in beauty competitions in a couple of places, one in Philippines, one in Taiwan, in Taipei, and one in Bali, Indonesia. So first actually started with this, and then with the 2 reality shows, and that's how my influencer career started.
All right, cool. So how many followers do you have now for 3 years? And so for me, it's like you started doing something interesting, and then that turned into your content career later. I get it?
Yes, and I was switching throughout different fields, if I may say, but still I was always in fashion. But before I didn't have my own brand, so I was advertising other brands and cosmetics and things like that. After that, I got a niche, except of the fashion. I got the niche of etiquette and manners and modern elegance, which in my country actually it's not many people are aware of it, but internationally there is like awareness for that. And I signed up for some courses in the British School of Etiquette, and I started making videos in Instagram how to eat, for example, steak according to the etiquette rules, dining etiquette manners, and it started boom, like
So you
a lot
kind
of
of hit
views.
the thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
viral.
so there's a
It got
few
viral.
very interesting things that you mentioned here.
Yeah.
So You mentioned that you started by doing something interesting. You mentioned that uh, in the beginning you were monetizing with brand deals.
Yeah.
Then you started your own brand, and now you're building a community. So,
Yeah.
just for the people, it's very important when you hear these things to take a mental note. So, my personal tick is this one. So, I always do it just to. It's better if you don't make a sound with it, but just a small tick that gives me a mental note guarding. Okay, I need to get the conversation back to this. And so this is where it becomes important. So tell me first about the brand deals. And this is also how I'm directing the conversation for the customer interview, because now that I ask her about the brand deals, I decide where the conversation is going to go. She's going to tell me, and I'm going to take mental notes and keep kind of try to collect as much data as I can.
So you're asking me from the start of the brand deals
Yeah,
up
how
to
did you
now?
start
Or
making brand deals? Yeah, and now as well.
they started contacting me. Like, hello, Gabriela, we wanted to offer you to advertise our products. We really like your page, your feed, how you create content. And in the beginning, it was like a barter. And now I already have paid deals. So it's much more better now.
All right, this is something interesting that I'll take note of. So micro influencers are like the very nano or the smallest ones. They are willing to work on a barter. So this means that they don't even get paid um,
They
in
get free
actual currency
products.
for the
Yeah.
for the things that they do. Yeah, which is an opportunity for me, because maybe if we can help them monetize in some other way, that's a problem to solve. For me, this is a in marketing we call it a job to be done.
Yeah.
So if I can solve that problem when you're small, if I can help you make small amounts of money instead of having to take products and do barters, that's for me a problem to solve. All right, very interesting. Can you tell me how did you start your own brand and why?
It was a passion of mine. First, I started making dresses for myself. Like I make the design, and I go to the tailor, and she make it for me. And then I started getting compliments from another ladies. Oh, that's so nice, so beautiful. Where did you bought it from? How can I get it? And then I said, "Oh, but it's mine. But it's only one. It's for me. I mean, I make it for myself. Like it's my passion." And then I got the idea that, oh, the ladies like my design, so why not making a brand?
It seems like a lot of businesses start this way. For example, I made an academy for digital marketing and business, and then people started asking me, "Hey, what's we just made a website for ourselves?" And people started, "Hey, what's this platform that you're using? Where can we get it?" And just wasn't a product, but then we made it into one, and this is how this business started. So, you mentioned also that once you created your own brand, you started selling. How do you sell? You sell to your own following? And can you tell me a little bit more about the community? Because for us, for our business, communities are actually a very important product. A lot of people don't realize the value in the community, and we are seeing more and more paid communities come up. For example, there's a lot of investment communities where people join and pay money to be there every day or every month to get deals. There's real estate. There's networking communities that are paid. So, for example, high-level networking where you can network with high net worth individuals. And this was the case for a long time, but now communities are forming around etiquette, for example. So can you tell me how that happened?
Yes, I was getting a lot of questions. For example, there is an option on Instagram when you put a story, your followers ask questions. And a lot of the times, a lot of people are asking questions that I don't have the actual time to answer to everybody, or sometimes they ask the same question. And I want to have a direct approach to them. I don't want somebody to be insulted. Oh, she answered to him, but she didn't answer to me, or something like that. And I decided I make a channel. It's a channel on Telegram. It's a channel. It's called Ministry of Femininity. And there I'm sharing a lot of information for fashion, for feminine energy, for etiquette, and everything like that. And that's how I created it.
So
That's how I
uh,
started.
you mentioned that there was huge interest in what you are doing, just kind of out of the blue. You started doing this thing about etiquette. You took a course. You already had a following. You decided,
Yeah.
okay, let's start to apply this, make some interesting content about what you're interested in, and it turns out that people are very interested in that. And so for me, from a lot of the creators that I talk to, I see that people are very interested in having a peek inside of your private life and your own interests and your own experiences. What do you think about that? Like, where does that rank? If, for example,
They want to feel more connected with you. I got also this kind of questions that, oh, we want to feel more connected with you. Or can you share something more personal or something like that? And I was not feeling, I mean, I don't want to show everything personal on my Instagram account. That's why I created this channel where only the people who go in my channel, they can have access to this information.
yeah, it's funny that
Like more exclusive.
yeah, people are actually I think that this is such a strong necessity. It's a need.
Yeah.
It's not a it's a necessity to kind of to belong. It's a very strong, powerful emotion. Like, for example, when Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook,
Oh
he was
yeah.
he was very much focused on the emotion that the like button brings. The like button is one of the most successful products in the history of software,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's
yeah.
such a
Emotion is
small thing,
everything.
and it changed the whole game because people kind of uh, they get a sense of belonging and a sense of community, and this is a powerful thing that kind of drives emotion. It's an actual need. People need to be a part of society. They need to express themselves. It's not just a want. It's not a desire. It's not a nice to have. It's a must have.
Yeah.
And so for me, this is what leads me to believe that this product that we're creating around the communities. So one of the products that we have at SkillPlay is that we can create paid communities like your community on Instagram, and we can manage the subscriptions. So if somebody, let's say, costs, let's say $5 per month
Yeah.
to be a part of the community, we can manage the payments and we manage the access to the community. We can also have different tiers.
Do you
For
work
example,
with certain platforms like Patreon or something like
we
that?
are competitors to Patreon. However,
Competitors.
yes, we compete with Patreon
What
because
is the
we
name
offer
of
the
it?
same thing. Because they take 25% of the money that you make on Patreon, we take zero.
Really?
Yes.
Then how do you get profit from that?
Well, our platform works on subscription basis. So we provide you with everything you need to run your business,
Uh-huh.
and that's why I am
But it's
personally
like
talking.
monthly subscription or
Yeah, it's a monthly
annually?
subscription. It's a monthly subscription.
Monthly.
And so depending on how much content you have and so on, it's increasing slightly, but it's designed to increase very little for a lot of revenue. So, for example, our initial plan is around $79. Right now, it's that, but that's subject to change. But with that plan, you could technically get to about $20,000 a month. So you have to sell like crazy to get to the next plan, or have a gigantic amount of content. And all these other products, they're kind of additional features, right? For us, it's we like to call that to say and joke in the office that Patreon is a free feature that we have. Um, so yeah, this is very powerful. And you mentioned something about online courses.
Yeah.
What do you
I am building it right now.
you are already doing it?
Yes, I'm building it right now because when I have to do a personal consultation, for instance, a lady wants to learn fine dining etiquette, okay? And if I have to go online with her and show her everything, it takes from my time and it's only for one person, okay?
So it has to be expensive. This is what we call coaching.
Yeah, coaching, yeah. And also it's a lot of time consuming. And when you just make a video and you sell it in a course, like different models, and for example, one person will be able to buy fine dining if they want only that. Another person will buy for instance, social media etiquette or communication etiquette or social etiquette in general, or fashion etiquette, styling etiquette, different kinds of. And each person will be able whether to take the whole course or whether to take a certain model that is interested in right now and try it. And if you like it, then buy the other ones as
Very,
well.
very interesting. So first of all,
And then I can sell this to many other people, and then it will not be time consuming for me, and we'll be able to, more people will have access, because me, I have 24 hours, okay, 8 hours a day. So how many clients I can get if I take 1 hour consultation or 2 hour consultation? For one full dining etiquette, it takes like 2.5 hours minimum for each person.
yeah. So for me, what's very interesting is that your vision. For me, this conversation is a big validator because I did not tell you exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I kind of kept it a little bit secret, but so
Then reveal the secret
yeah.
place.
So I will, but for me, it was necessary for me to get the information from you first
Yeah.
to see if what I'm doing is great, because otherwise if I come to you and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, do you think it's great? Of course you're gonna lie to me, and just to be nice, you're not gonna give me the truth. But now that I talk to you, I can see that your vision for the future perfectly aligns with what we have designed this product. Our first product is an online course.
Yeah.
You can on SkillPlate you can create your online course, and funnily enough, well, not funnily enough, actually it's super great. You can start selling the course before actually making the course. So you can make a pre-sale. You already have an audience of over 200,000 people. So you already have an audience. You know how to make content. You can create the course, but you don't actually have to make the course to start selling it and gauge and understand how many people would be interested in buying it. And after they buy it, you can either decide to kind of refund the money if very few people buy it, or keep it and make it. So the cool part is that once you start that, you are already also building a community. So that a course, from my experience and from my own academy, I realized that when you create a course, naturally a community forms around it, around this given subject, in your case, etiquette. And so there are some people who are very interested in that. And so what happens is, you mentioned there is one product and a second and a third and a fifth. So we can allow you to sell them separately, but we also have bundles that allow you to sell them all together and kind of increase the customer lifetime value and the deal value, and just kind of make what e-commerce stores make by bundling products together, you can do with digital products with SkillPlate as well. And so that's another one. And then you move on to coaching, which is the natural next step. But you shouldn't start with coaching. It's the next step. And so coaching is our next product that allows you to, so if somebody who has seen your course and is part of your community wants to get to the next step, and they're willing to pay a higher value because they're not just a customer, just some random person following you on Instagram. They are already your customer. They have already seen the course. They're educated, so they value it much more, and they could be willing to pay, instead of, let's say, $50 for a consultation, they would be probably willing to pay $250 or $500. And in our platform, this is a product for us. They can just, book, pay, and you see their order, they book the time in your calendar, and it kind of works. So for me, it sounds like there's a lot of interesting things that we can do. Would you like to meet maybe next week to talk about it and see if you would actually be able to build your business on our platform?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I would love to.
It's a date then. All right, so finally, I want to just kind of, for the video, because we want to share the experience. Before I started talking to her, I told you that when I get into a meeting, I want to get out with a commitment. And I got a commitment of her time. We will meet in a week, and we will do our utmost to help her make money and to generate tremendous amount of value for her, so that we can show other people how it's done. So it's not, you make customer conversations not to close one customer. You make customer conversations to understand the whole market and every customer, and sell to hundreds of thousands of customers. So that's what I'm going to do today for the rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And also, don't forget to follow my fashion brand account on Instagram. It's called Gratia Ministry of Fashion. I'm wearing myself today.
Oh, yeah. I'm new to this content making thing, so yeah, please like, subscribe, and do whatever all the other content creators say you should do.
Yes.
It helps, it supports the channel, and it will allow us to make even more content. So yeah, thanks. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.